Midnight hammer strikes, even the deepest layers fall.
From Zhuge Liang's ancient empty fort strategy to today's most unexpected campaigns, true strategy means never arriving when the enemy expects, striking where they least anticipate. Witness the defining operation of the century, Midnight Hammer. For the first time, the most advanced American assets and technologies are deployed in silence to protect the future of peace.
In the dark night, not every step makes a sound. Some steps only leave an explosion. From Zhuge Liang's empty city stratagem to Iran's underground tunnels, strategy is when you come from a place the enemy does not expect, and strike where the enemy does not anticipate. This article will discuss the decision leading to the attack, the main tactics of the night hammer, the modern weapons used, and the special tactic when using the GBU-57 bunker buster bomb, used for the first time on the battlefield, and how the victory was described. The shameful event that occurred. Finally, the message America sent to the world, a powerful message with century-long value.
Please press the subscribe button and share the article to encourage us. Thank you all. 1. The premise of the war. Iran is a military power, possessing many proxy organizations such as Hamas, Houthi, and maintaining close ties with Russia and China. The Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan nuclear facilities are built deep underground, expected to become impregnable fortresses. For many years, successive U.S. administrations only knew how to provide money in exchange for commitments not to enrich uranium, despite knowing that Iran would never keep its word. And then, billions of U.S. dollars were poured into making nuclear bombs with the obvious target, including the U.S. Only one president dared to break that vicious cycle: Donald J. Trump.
The surprise strike, Night Hammer. At 6:40 p.m. on June 21, 2025, Eastern U.S. time, while the world was still asleep, the Midnight Hammer operation was launched. In the blink of an eye, Iran's three most critical nuclear facilities were attacked: Fordow, Natanz, Isfahan. The forces involved included 7 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers, more than 125 support aircraft, F-22, F-35 fighters, refueling planes, jammers, 1 submarine launching Tomahawks, 75 precision-guided weapons, 14 GBU-57 bunker buster bombs weighing 14 tons each. What was shocking was not only the scale but the absolute secrecy, like a hidden knife up the sleeve, launched without anyone seeing it. Weapons that break trust. GBU-57 B, the penetrating monster, penetrates 18 mm of concrete or 60 millers of earth, explodes precisely at the location where centrifuges are hidden. This is a weapon with deep underground destructive power, used for the first time on the battlefield. They are used with special tactics to maximize effectiveness. The reverse airflow tactic. The bomb exploits the fork-shaped ventilation system at Fordow to spread shockwaves everywhere, destroying the entire system. 6 bombs for 1 airflow line. The first bomb breaks through the concrete barrier, protecting the ventilation hole. The next 4 bombs penetrate underground at speeds over 1,000 feet second. The last bomb is a backup if detonation point adjustment is needed. The goal is not only to destroy material, but also to create shockwaves through tunnels, blow reverse airflow, and destroy the internal system without touching the roof of the structure.
4. Psychological warfare. Modern feint. On the morning of June 21st, President Trump stated, "America will respond within 2 weeks." The world breathed a sigh of relief, and Iran lowered its guard. But that was just a verbal trap. A few hours later, the B-2 silently took off. Although the American B-2 Spirit is a masterpiece of stealth technology, while 7 of them headed east, there was still a team going west to create the impression of a routine exercise, if detected. Radio silence, no signals, no radar detection, no aircraft noise, no diplomatic warnings. Zhuge Liang playing the zither at the city gate could still be heard. But this silent, invisible strike is a modern upgrade of ancient military strategy. 5. Strategic message. No need for declaration. When you know the bomb has fallen. The attack not only destroyed nuclear materials and machinery, it shattered the illusion of invulnerability, permanently changing the situation in the Middle East. According to official assessments, the entire plant and Iran's nuclear materials were destroyed. They will lose decades if they want to rebuild this nuclear bomb program. President Trump's America is not a weak America that withdraws troops and runs away, abandons weapons, lets soldiers be killed, or kneels, bows its head, spends money on climate change and gender transition. Under his administration, America is a superpower re-emerging.
6. Mainstream media and the sad neglect. When the bombs fell, some bad actors spread fake news, such as, "The centrifuges have been moved. The nuclear materials have been sent back to China." They even rejoiced when viewing AI-generated images of a B-2 crashing. The forces undermining America's victory are not only abroad, but, sadly, domestically, mainstream media also participate in cutting, twisting, and lying. They try to spread news that the attack was unsuccessful, contrary to the truth. Their goal is to oppose President Trump, who represents 80 million American votes. They forget the pilots who sat in the B-2 for 36 hours without rest, facing danger during the mission. The soldiers on refueling planes, logistics, coordination, and campaign planning experts. No media mentions this great achievement. Because of hatred for Trump, mainstream media deliberately forget those who sacrificed for America. They also forget that the very presidents they once supported were the ones who sent money to Iran to enrich uranium. They forget they are Americans, protected by soldiers who sacrificed to defend them and their children, safeguarding America's future. They are shameful for these actions, as Minister Pete Hegseth said.
7. Conclusion. Midnight Hammer is not simply an attack, it is a cold, precise, and unmistakable message. Even the deepest place is no longer safe. And the message President Trump sends to the whole world is, America is strong and great again, but we want peace over power. Thank you for following. Please like and subscribe to give us more motivation. Sincerely, best regards.